Do you remember who you were before the world told you who to be? Before life got heavy? Before reality set in? Before they told you to be realistic? Close your eyes. Go back to that moment when you were a child. What did you dream of? Who did you imagine becoming? What did the world look like in your mind? Now tell me, when did you stop believing in that? When did you let go of the dreams that once made your heart race? When did you convince yourself that dreaming was foolish, that reality was all that mattered? Maybe someone told you that dreams don't pay the bills. Maybe life knocked you down so many times that you gave up trying. Maybe you've spent so long surviving that you forgot what it feels like to live. But here's what they never told you. Dreams don't die. They just wait for you to come back to them. And right now, this moment, you have a choice. You can keep living the way you are, settling for what is, or you can dare to dream again. The world convinced you to settle. Do you know how many people live their entire lives without ever chasing what they truly want? Too many. Not because they don't have dreams, not because they don't have talent or passion or the ability to change their lives, but because they are afraid. Afraid of failing, afraid of what people will say, afraid of the unknown. So they choose comfort over possibility. They choose a life that is good enough over a life that sets their soul on fire. And they call it being realistic. But let me ask you something. What is realistic about waking up every day to a life you don't love? What is realistic about silencing the voice inside you that whispers, there is more than this? What is realistic about dying with regret? You were not born to settle. You were not born to live a life that feels small. You were born to dream, to build, to create, to chase something bigger than yourself. And deep down, you know it. That's why you're here. Fear will always be there, but so will possibility. Let's talk about fear. It is the one thing that kills more dreams than failure ever will. Fear of failing, fear of looking foolish, fear of wasting time, fear of the unknown. But do you want to know the truth? Fear will never go away. It will always be there, whispering reasons why you shouldn't try. But here's the secret: fear and possibility live side by side. You cannot have one without the other. Because if your dream doesn't scare you, it isn't big enough. And if you wait for fear to disappear before you start, you'll be waiting forever. So feel the fear, acknowledge it, but don't let it control you. Because right next to fear is something even more powerful: the possibility of everything you've ever wanted. The lie of the right time. How many times have you told yourself, I'll do it later? I'll start when I have more time. I'll go for it when I feel ready. I'll chase my dream when life settles down. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. Life will never slow down. Things will never be perfectly lined up. You will never feel 100% ready. So stop waiting. Because every day you wait is another day wasted, another day closer to the end. And when that day comes, will you look back and wish you had started sooner? Will you regret every excuse, every hesitation, every moment you chose comfort over courage? Or will you be proud that you tried, that you lived? Because whether you succeed or fail, one thing is certain: you will never regret chasing your dreams. But you will always regret never trying. What if you succeed? We always ask, what if I fail? But what if you don't? What if everything you've ever wanted is just on the other side of fear? What if the life you dream of is waiting for you to take the first step? What if you are capable of more than you ever imagined? Because here's the truth: you are capable. You are worthy. You are strong enough to chase whatever sets your soul on fire. You just have to believe it. So stop focusing on what could go wrong. Start focusing on what could go right. The people who change the world are the ones who dare to dream. Every invention, every breakthrough, every masterpiece in history, you know where it started? With a dream, with someone who refused to believe in limits. Someone who looked at the impossible and said, "Why not?" And do you know what separates those people from everyone else? They didn't stop dreaming. They didn't let fear win. They didn't settle for an average life. They dared to believe that they could do something extraordinary. And because of that, they did. So now I ask you, what's stopping you? Because the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the choice to go after it. Dream again. But this time, chase it. Stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop making excuses. Your dreams were never too big. Your goals were never unrealistic. Your desires were never impossible. The only thing stopping you is you. So today, make a promise to yourself that you will dream again, that you will believe again, that you will chase something bigger than yourself. Because at the end of your life, when you look back, I promise you, you won't remember the nights you played it safe. You won't remember the days you stayed in your comfort zone. You won't remember the times you chose fear over faith. You will only remember the moments when you truly lived, and that starts with a dream. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and dream again. That dream inside you, the one you buried under responsibility, doubt, and fear, it never left. It has been waiting for the day you finally say, enough. Enough of the self-doubt, enough of the hesitation, enough of the life that feels like a compromise. Because deep inside, you know you were made for more. You owe it to yourself. Do you realize how rare you are? Out of billions of people, there is no one else exactly like you. No one else with your thoughts. No one else with your heart. No one else who sees the world the way you do. And yet, you've spent so much of your life trying to blend in, trying to be what the world expects, trying to live a life that pleases everyone except yourself. But let me ask you this. When will you start living for you? Not for your family, not for your friends, not for society's expectations, for you. Because this life, this single, fleeting, unpredictable life, it belongs to you. And you owe it to yourself to live it fully, to chase what sets your soul on fire, to wake up every day with a reason to keep going, not just existing, not just getting by, living. The pain of regret is worse than the pain of failure. Most people don't understand this until it's too late, until they're older, looking back on their life, wishing they had been braver, wishing they had tried, wishing they hadn't listened to the fear, the doubts, the opinions of others. Because, in the end, failure is never the worst thing that can happen. You can come back from failure. You can learn, grow, and try again. But regret is forever. Regret is looking back at a life that could have been. Regret is knowing you had potential and never used it. Regret is realizing you chose comfort over greatness. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to wake up one day and realize you wasted years being afraid. So whatever dream is in your heart right now, stop running from it. You will never feel ready. You will never have the perfect moment. But you do have right now, and that is enough. People will doubt. You let them. If you start chasing your dream today, some people won't believe in you. They'll tell you it's not possible. They'll laugh. They'll say you're wasting your time. And do you know why? Because your courage reminds them of their fear. because your willingness to chase something bigger makes them uncomfortable. Because deep down, they wish they had the bravery to do what you're doing. So let them doubt you. Let them talk. Let them watch you prove them wrong. Because in the end, their opinions don't matter. The only opinion that matters is yours. Do you believe in yourself? Because if you do, nothing else matters. Small steps, big dreams. You don't have to change everything overnight. You don't have to have all the answers. All you have to do is take one step. One small step toward the life you want. Maybe it's writing down your goals. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Maybe it's finally saying yes to an opportunity that scares you. But whatever it is, take it. Because small steps turn into big changes. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize you built the life you once only dreamed of. So will you do it? Will you keep living in fear? Or will you finally take the leap? Because time is running out. Because every day you wait is a day you will never get back. Because your dreams are waiting for you to choose them. And deep down you already know the answer. You were made for more. You were made to dream. And now, it's time to make that dream real.